Hey guys, Kaylee Jane here with Cedar Winds Farm. I just wanted to let you know this video that you're about to watch was actually filmed in August, and because I have been very busy and also been having some tech issues, I did not get it uploaded until now. It's my very first training session with my yearling does, training them to the milking stand. It's a long video, and the reason for that is because I ran into some issues that I had not previously dealt with. And so literally I'm just sort of like thinking my way through and problem solving during this video. And I wanted to leave all of that footage in because I want to be sincere and genuine with you guys and not just skip to the end and be like, ta-da, look, this turned out awesome. And so during the video, I'm talking through a lot of the decisions that I'm making and why I'm choosing to make those decisions, and just problem solving as I go along, which is pretty much how I live my life. So I hope you enjoy the video. I do speed up a little bit through some of the extremely boring parts where nothing is happening and I'm literally just sitting there thinking. So, but I didn't cut any footage out of those training sessions, just so you would have an honest look at how that was going. And so I hope it's interesting or informative for you. If nothing else, if you also are confronting issues that you don't know how to figure out and you're just kind of winging it moment by moment, it might be encouraging to you to know that you are not alone, and I also face those situations. So all that being said, I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, fine. Get up on the stand. There's feet up there. Come on, little one. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good. There, look at all that feed. Good girl. Good girl. So this is Cleo. She's my yearling. She turned a year old in March or April. And this is her first time on the milking stand. She's going to be bred here in about 2 months. 2 or 3 months. I haven't decided yet if I'm breeding her in November or December. And she is a Cozy Creek goat. What I really like about them is there's a lot of really good udder attachments in those goats, which is something I want to improve in my herd. And they also have the heavier body, the bigger, stockier build, which I like. Nubians were originally a multi-purpose breed, so they were bred for both milk and meat production. And so if you look at pictures of the old Nubians, they're just a much heavier goat than what you see many times today. So I really would like to get that into my herd, that heavier build. I like the way it looks, and I also just like having the option if I have a lot of bucklings and I can't find homes for them as bucklings or as pet wethers, that I can use them for meat as well, and there will actually be some meat on them. Some of the dairy goats are pretty lean. So this is her first time being locked into a stand, and she's taking it really well. The first times I lock goats into the stand, I want to be right here with them, so if they freak out, I can get them released quickly and I can't let them hurt themselves, but I do actually like to see them pulling back like that, so that they learn that they're stuck here. They can't just get down whenever they want, but then nothing bad is going to happen to them up here. Yeah, that's what you're learning, T. You're a good girl. Cleo is my baby. I bottle raised her, so she's my bottle baby. She definitely thinks of me as mom, so she's kind of an emotional goat. So I'm actually the most concerned about her reaction. She's doing really well. You're doing really well. Good girl. Good girl. She's a good girl. Yeah. See, it's not bad, is it? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm going to give her some love. Give her some love. Yeah. Yeah. All right, and since she's standing so nicely, I'm going to go ahead and release her. Good girl. Good girl. Hey, that wasn't so bad, huh? Got a yummy treat up there. Good girl. I'm literally only giving these girls a handful of feed and a handful of alfalfa pellets. They really don't need feed right now. The pasture is pretty good and they're getting good hay at night, but I want them to have a little bit of a treat. So I'm giving them feed, and to them that's a big treat. They haven't had feed in months, so they're super excited about it. All right, I'm gonna bring the next one in. See how this goes. Okay. Come on, beautiful. Oh, we lost her. It's okay. I'm gonna move my camera over here. Get on up there. Good girl. Look at all this feed. See that feed in there? Yeah. She's very suspicious about putting her head through that gate. Good girl. Good girl. When you get them up, don't slam their head in right away. That freaks them out. Just wait for them to settle a little bit. Then you close that head gate down. All right. So they've all been up on the milking stand before, but this is their first time being locked in with the head gate. And my plan is to eventually, I have 2 milking stands. Actually, I just got this one that we're using right now. My plan is to eventually get these girls up and get them fed while I'm milking my other does that are in milk. That will just save me a lot of time, having 2 up at a time instead of having to cycle them all through one by one. But these first couple times, I want to be here in case they flip out. But you're being good. Sunday is a very sensible goat. She is Syl's daughter, and they're both just very level-headed. They don't panic, which I really like about these gals. They're very smart. Yeah, you're smart, aren't you? Mm-hmm. You're a good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, test it out. Good girl. There you go. I'm going to be breeding this gal to Cleo's brother, actually. So I'm going to have some Nubian Alpine cross babies. So I'm very excited about that. I had my first crosses this year, and I haven't kept any so far. I'm not planning to keep any from this year, but I have been very impressed with the babies. They've been very hardy and tough, and they just seem to be just pretty easy kids, which is one of the goals that I'm going for. I want easy goats that aren't high maintenance. So you're a good girl, Sunday. My plan is to put these girls up once a day from now until the spring. So they should be well broke to the milk stand by the time they have kids. It should be old hat to them by that time. Sunday believes in finding every morsel of food that you possibly can get. All right. Are we good? We're done? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. All right. You can get down. Good girl. Yeah, you like it up there? Is that pretty good? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta check it out. Good girl. Come on. Good. Good girl. All right. So I'm just gonna hold her here so she doesn't jump back off the stand, because that's what they like to do. They'll jump up and then they jump off again. See, it's not scary. Looky here. I got grain for you. Look. See that good stuff? Good girl. Good girl. This is Butte. This is Josie's daughter from a year ago. She was born in May. And I don't know why I'm holding this. I should put it back down. Anyways, Josie is one of my favorites. Probably my favorite milker, actually. She's my favorite goat. She's just very sensible. Her milk is amazing. She has the best tasting milk. I'm doing an extended lactation with her, so I did not breed her last fall. So she's been in milk for well over a year now. Still producing about a half a gallon a day, almost a half a gallon a day. She does really well on minimal feed. I think those alfalfa pellets are freaking Butte out a little bit. She's having a hard time with those. Sometimes goats will choke on alfalfa pellets because they're a larger size. So that's something you gotta watch, that they actually chew them instead of just snarping them down, because if they just snarp them down, they'll choke. I think she's doing okay though. She's got to figure it out. Yeah, you got to chew and swallow, honey. Chew and swallow. Butte and Josie are both pretty mellow goats. They are kind of emotional. If you offend them, they will let you know. But they're both pretty mellow. They're sensible. They're good foragers. Butte seems like she's going to be another easy keeper. It just kind of gets fat on very little input type of thing, which is very nice when you're raising woods foraging goats. So I'm excited to see what she does next spring. Yeah, will you be as good as your mama? Maybe you'll be better than your mama. That will be nice. Yeah, that will be good. I haven't decided yet. I'm either going to breed her to Alf, Cleo's brother, or to Linus, Sunday's brother. I think either one of them would be a good mix. I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to use, so I'll have to make up my mind about that. Butte needs a hoof trim, but I'm not going to do anything traumatic or that they might think is traumatic the first several days that they're up on this milking stand, because I want this to be a really positive experience. I want them to enjoy being up here, and I want them to associate it with me being here, petting them, talking to them, getting feed. I just want it to be a really nice, pleasant time for them. So Butte is definitely, she does not miss many opportunities to eat. As you can see, she's very engaged with the feed trough. I don't think she's even tried to pull back yet. She's just been busy eating. Cleo is definitely the most emotional out of all my goats. She gets upset about stuff. If something isn't right, she lets me know. Butte and Sunday are definitely more, they're kind of the steady eddies. They don't get upset about much. But I love Cleo. She's fun. She's a funny goat. She's very entertaining, and I hope she'll have really good udder attachments. Her mom had good udder attachments, so hopefully her mom did not work out for me for a couple different reasons, but Cleo and Alf have meshed with the herd pretty well, and I'm hoping that they'll both perform well. And see, I'm pretty attached to both of them since I raised them on bottles, and they just have this wonderful personality that's just very engaging and sweet. So, are you enjoying those groceries, Butte? Yeah? Are you? Those are pretty good, huh? Those are pretty good. Look at you, you're fat. You got fat right here. Look at that fat roll. Oh, you don't like that? Okay. Yeah. You got some chubs going on, girlfriend. One thing I did not show you, but which, well, you might have seen it a little bit. I don't know. I couldn't tell. I was focused on the goat, not on what the camera was filming. But if a goat is not moving forward, one thing you can do to encourage them to move forward is you can get a hold of their tail and just lift their tail up. You're not wrenching. You're not, you know, being rough or mean. You just kind of lift up on their tail a little bit, kind of pull it forward over their back. And that will usually move them forward. So that can be very helpful. You know, if you're trying to get them on a stand and they don't want to go, just lift that tail up. They'll usually jump forward. You know, you're trying to get them through a gate or a door and you're behind them, and just, you know, get a hold of that tail. That'll usually move them. So that's a trick I learned from, I don't know, somebody who does pack goats. I think that they told me that. Anyway, it's been a really useful tool, especially with getting them on the stand. And as you can tell, when I'm getting them up, I like to stand right here towards the back of the milking stand and have the goat down here so that they are moving forward and I'm blocking them from ducking out to the side. I have this stand against the wall. And then, you know, you can just get a hold of their tail and encourage them forward. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah. She's got to think it through. Got to think it through a little bit, yeah? Good girl. And that's just a really good way to get them up on the stand. You want to have it be as calm and nice as possible, and obviously it's pretty easy because I raised these gals. They trust me. This is a familiar environment for them. You know, they're used to coming in the barn, and so this is pretty low fuss, huh, Butte? Yeah, you're okay. She's thinking it through. Look at her. She's got that look in her eye. She's like, well, I don't know about this, but I guess it's okay. Yeah. It's okay. You're going to be a good girl. You're going to work out good, aren't you? Yeah. Let her pull back one more time. I like to release them when they aren't pulling. I like to wait until they're standing nicely and then release. All right, there we go. There we go. I don't think you can go. No, no, no. We're not going this way. No. Back up. Back up. No. What are you doing? We're not going forward, honey. Go back. Because she's like, oh, if I can't go backwards, I guess I'll go forwards. Honey child, you're going to have to back up. Go back. Go back. You can go back. I opened up the stand for you. Go back. Honey, what are you doing? This isn't a good way to do it. You're not going to fit through. You're going to have to back up. Back up. Back up. if she can figure it out. I don't think her barrel will fit through this hole. Hi, what are you doing? This is not a good idea. Go back. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Think it through. Go back. Good. Back up. What do you think? I hope she doesn't break my feed dish. It's rubber. I'm hoping it doesn't break. Good girl. Here we go. Here we go. Go back. Just gotta feed this foot back through so she doesn't feel so stuck. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. I'm gonna stay right here so you don't think about the idea of jumping through again. Nope, you gotta back up. This is how we get off the milking stand. Be back. Be back. Back. Go on. Well, don't grunt and groan. It's not that bad. Back up. Back up. She's locked up her back end. She doesn't want to go back. You gotta go back, honey. That's the way to get off. You gotta go back. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Yeah. Gotta go back. It was actually very sensible in a way, because she was trying to pull backwards and she was like, well, my head's stuck, I can't pull backwards, so I guess I'm going to try to go forwards. So that made sense. Just now your head is actually open and you can go back. So why don't we do this a little bit? No. I don't want to make this scary, but I also want you to learn to go back. All right, come on, honey. Well, you're not going to let me push you, are you? Nope. She's so locked up, I would have to put her off balance to get her to go backwards, and I really don't want to do that to her because I don't want her to freak out. She's pretty calm right now. I'd like her to stay calm. See if she can figure it out on her own. I'll just stay here so she doesn't keep trying to come forward. You're a smart cookie, aren't you? But you're a little too smart for your own good. Hi. You gonna get bored of hanging out up here? Go backwards. Go backwards. That's how you get free. Good girl. That's the way. Good job. She's like, help me out here. I love you too. I do. I think you're nice. Can you back up? No, go back. Come on. Back here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yep. Come on. Come on, honey. Look, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you. You got to go back. Not forward. Backward. Nope. No. 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 Go back. Golly, Ned, don't break my feed bucket. That's a terrible idea. Go back. Sorry, I should have gotten behind you. That wasn't good. Can you go back? No. Nope. Go back. Back up. Gotta go back through. Go back through. This doesn't look very sweat. Don't climb through here. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Don't do it. Can you back up? I'm glad you're such a calm goat. You don't just go to thrashing around. Yeah, that's good. But I'd like you to back up, please. Fine, you want to try to come out that way? I don't think it's going to work out for you. You going to make it? Was interesting. I've never had one try to come out the front of a milking stand before. I'm still really impressed that she actually fit through that hole. I could have pushed her back forcefully, but I don't know. She was locking up so much when I was trying to push her back. I didn't want to freak her out. So I thought, well, maybe it's better to just let her this once jump out the front of it, and then next time I'll get a hold of her and make sure that she doesn't do that. Teach her to come out the correct direction. This is take 2. This is her second time on the stand. It's been a couple days. I've been busy. I haven't had time to stand train these girls. Don't like to do it when I'm in a rush, because then I'm in the wrong mindset and I don't take the time to work with them the way that I like to. So the nice thing about starting way early like this is that I have plenty of time. I don't have to be in a rush, get them up on the stand, get all this training done right away. So today I'm gonna see if I can get her to come out the right end this time. We'll see how this goes. Normally I don't release them when they start to pull back, but I think this time when she pulls back, I'm going to go ahead and release the head gate so she gets the idea of coming out from the back instead of trying to go out the front. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. She was actually so smart last time because she pulled back a couple times. You probably saw that in the video. And then, you know, she just assumed, well, I'm stuck that way. I can't get out that way. So I guess I have to go forward. And she knew she could fit through forward. I had no idea she could do that. And so I thought that that was really smart of her to do that and figure that out. She really reasoned that out. That's the problem with raising smart goats. You like them to be smart, because they're better out in the woods. They're better at getting themselves out of sticky situations when you're not there to rescue them. But then sometimes they outsmart you on the milking stand or other places, don't you? Yes. All right, you ready? We're gonna go back. No, we're not going forward. I'm just gonna pick her up, pull her back. There you go, good girl. That wasn't very elegant, but hopefully she got the idea at least. Go find your mother. Hopefully she got the idea at least to come out the right direction. We'll see. We're on take 3 with Butte here. I decided to try it again this evening. Hopefully she's had time to think it through and figure out the right way to get off this milking stand. Just going to hold this head gate in place so I can release it really quick if I need to. Yeah. Hi. We're almost ready to do it. Come on. Look. It's right here. Look, Butte. Look. See it? Right there. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. Look. There you go. If I can just get her to step backwards, I think we'll have figured it out. She's just really buffaloed by this whole backing up thing. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. That's good. She's a one step late. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Now think about what you just did. What did you just do? Oh, there you go. There you go. That wasn't so bad. You want to do it again? Let's try again. Ready? Let's get you up. Get you up. Ready? Here you go. Here. Go. See? That works pretty slick, huh? Look at that. You can just back right up. Ooh, that's the easy way to get down. It's the easy way. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah. It's not so bad, hey? Not so bad? You like that grain, huh? Here, you can have a little more. But you don't need too much. You get fat, like your mama. Your mama gets you fat if you eat too much grain. You're so beautiful. Let's try it one more time. Let's try it one more time. Ready? No, you don't get it that way. You gotta put your head through the head gate. There you go. That's the way. And then we'll finish that up. You done? No, not yet. You gotta get every little morsel. And then there you go. Good girl. See, that was good. That works. There we go. I think we've got it now. I might have to tempt her out a couple more times, but now she's cracked the code of backing up. I think this won't be so tricky. So that was definitely interesting. I've never had one do that before. I've never had them not back up. They're usually in a big hurry to back up. Usually getting them to go forward onto the stand is where you're going to have your issues. So that was definitely something new for me. Josie and Butte are both really good goats. I love them. They're easy keepers. They're smart. They're sweet. They're friendly. But they like to do things their own way and their own speed. Josie's very stubborn. Until you can convince her something is her idea, she just won't do it. I think Butte's kind of the same way, which makes them a little bit more challenging to work with. But when you do work out a compromise, makes you feel like you've really achieved something important. So anyway, I love them. I love these girls. I'm hoping Butte won't be quite so stubborn as your mom, because I'm raising her myself, so hopefully she'll be a little bit more familiar and with me, and a little more likely to trust me with less of a struggle than I've had with her mom. Don't do this sort of stuff when you're in a hurry, because you'll just end up getting frustrated and you'll end up rushing into something and making a mess. So it's good to just take your time and let things come slowly. I think most of the mistakes I've made here have been because I was in too big of a hurry. I'm gonna quit philosophizing. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the videos, and I'll see you next time.